is any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word Pistons along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member broadcast relations team will respond immediately. Okay, fans, Pistons Dances Calendar Giveaway Day. It's almost here. We got Pistons Dances Calendar for every fan who makes it up to the game. A great one.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Isaiah Stewart.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kyrie Irving is out there with Mr. Fundamentals. Then it's Collins. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Marshall in at the small forward position. And for the Pistons, the backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Jalen Duren is out there with Green, and it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. So, Brent, at this point of the season, do teams still have time to figure things out?
I think there's always time, Kevin, to figure out where you are. Again, the expectations in the early part of the season about how competitive your team was going to be, that's critical in your decision-making as to what you want to do with the roster. But if you think that you can get into a deep playoff run, you've got to be honest about how these parts are fitting in and whether or not you need a change.
Ivy with it. He's picked up by Irving. And there's the foul. It's on Mr. Fundamentals. That's his first foul.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Here's Ivy. Mavericks with the rebound. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
And they don't want a repeat of what happened last year here. They know this is an opponent they can handle, and they don't want to give away anything like they did last year.
The kick out to Cunningham. Off target with his 3.
A bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
Mr. Fundamentals passes to Irving. Marshall with it. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Cunningham. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
The number 1 pick in the 2021 NBA draft. Cunningham is a tall PG with an incredible skill set.
And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that Bad Boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the Bad Boys.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And Thompson kicks to Green. Thompson dishes to Cunningham. Back to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Jaden Ivey. The Mavericks shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. And he sinks the second. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And they double up Cunningham. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
I love Cade Cunningham just playing this way, an electric player when he takes advantage.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
Dallas making a switch here. Christie's checked in. Here's Christie. Mr. Fundamentals passes to Christie. Back to Collins. Christie against Thompson. This one for three. Cans it from downtown. And it's 6 points for Mr. Fundamentals.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Thompson. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And the rejection by Gafford.
Well, Gafford uses his size to reach out and delete that attempt.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mavericks trailed by 5. Now, let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff.
Now, I asked Coach about the defensive game plan tonight, and he said preventing easy buckets around the rim, and that starts with John Collins. He's a great interior scorer, especially when he gets ahead of steam, so we have to limit those opportunities. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Brent, Draymond Green's resume speaks for itself. What's he do, though, that we may not see or appreciate?
Well, Kevin, Draymond Green does such a great job of being a connector and communicator defensively. It is remarkable the way that he can impact every position on the floor by the way he uses both his position and his voice. Forget about the offense. Draymond takes on the challenge every night defensively, and that makes him elite.
And again, Cunningham missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Here's Cunningham after the made shot for Mr. Fundamentals. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have it.
Substitution on the
Some energy out there, MP. You're up.
So it's the Pistons now. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Thompson finds Harris. Harris draws the double. Pass to Stewart. Here's Holland. Sinks the triple. Holland's got 5.
Look, if you're a big man that feeds the little guy, man, you deserve the ball back. Nice look from Stewart.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Collins. Also, Powell out there. Christie is out there with Mr. Fundamentals. And it's Hood-Schifino in at the point. Here's De Silva after the made shot for Mr. Fundamentals. Nice shot by Thompson.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Hood-Schifino. 11-point game his last outing. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle step game has been. After one half, it hasn't even been close. The Pistons on top as they end the second quarter with an energy burst, a 19-7 run. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention now to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot to Railroad leads. Now thinking about the shot. Ooh, better luck next time. One more.
With All-Star Weekend around the corner, let's see who's looking to bring down the rims at the dunk contest this year.
This is a contest where sometimes you get guys who don't play much. So a lot of their best dunks happen in practice. Makes the evaluation a lot harder.
Word gets out though, Kenny.
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Mavericks.
I hate the shots they're taking. I hate them. The team is stubborn, and you have to be willing to adjust, like us with all these new teams that's been added.
Agreed. You can't want to be a long-range sniper. But if you miss the target enough times, you become the victim.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivey. Draymond Green is out there with Durham, and it's Thompson in at the small forward. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Ivey. No good with the triple.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long. Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
And the rejection by Collins. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. His three-pointers off the mark.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Pass to Cunningham. To the inside. And Duren slams it in.
Duren, one of the league's most powerful players, he doesn't mess around close to the basket.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Hits the three-point bomb. Mr. Fundamentals got 13.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Bounce pass from Cunningham. Kept alive. Second chance shot. Duren down low. Covered by Gafford. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ivey. Up again. It's good on the putback.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. 13 points in the game. Rebounded by the Pistons. Ivey's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Mr. Fundamentals, in their last game against Houston, lit up the floor. He tallied 50 points, and he was a contributor on the defensive end as well. An amazing performance. Probably we won't see a night like that anytime soon. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Tipped away. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
Here's Cunningham. 26 points for him. Outside, Green. Ivey on the wing. No good from outside.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Detroit has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
The kick out to Irving. Buries it from three-point range. Irving's got 13.
And Kyrie looks to be ready for anything that the defense is throwing at him. He's in total control.
And slam dunk by Ivey.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals, and Thompson sends it back.
He has the potential to be an elite NBA defender for a long time. Thompson can guard anybody.
Cunningham gets the bucket. Hey guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pistons.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
And there's been another bonus to what's happened with them tonight, and that's the offensive rebounding. They're boxing out, they're getting up extra shots. That could be a difference maker in the result.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Ivey. Cunningham outside. Duran with the screen on Collins. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
So Detroit ends up going with the new group. Good on the second free throw. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Pass to Holland. Now here is Harris. Stolen away. Here's Christie. Dallas moving it around. Shot by Mr. Fundamentals. No good. Off his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. Persons checked in for Detroit.
Your Pistons, number 20, Person.
124 left here in the third quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Mr. Fundamentals. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's it.
Pistons shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Mr. Fundamentals. Christie is out there with Powell. And it's Shavino in at the 1 spot. That free throw good from Mr. Fundamentals. Some players, Brent, have claimed entertainment is emphasized over competition. What do you think?
Well, I think there's a great balance, and the league does a great job of promoting its stars. But at the end of the day, Kevin, trust me, guys who are out here have a love for the game, a passion for the competition, and that's what we want to see.
Harris. Powell pulls it in.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Shot by Mr. Fundamentals. No good. And there's the foul. It's on Mr. Fundamentals. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Dallas. Moore outside. Right wing. Here's De Silva. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals, and that one is stuffed right through.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Harris, right side. And here's Moore outside. Christie with the rebound. The Mavericks shooting a meager 37% for the game. Mr. Fundamentals passes to Powell. To the left side wing. Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. 6 on the shot clock. Inside and stolen by Harris. And now the Pistons fast break. Here's Holland. Out to Harris. Moore in the corner. And here's Stewart. Fade away, and the shot is good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals, and it's in there. Mr. Fundamentals got 6 points in the quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Here's Holland. A three-pointer off the mark. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. The shot's good from Christie.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Moore outside. Pass to De Silva. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
Here's Christie. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Rebounded by Moore. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Holland. Over to the wing. Harris with it. Defended by Christie. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's Stewart. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, good sign here as Stewart showing he has the range to step back and do that.
Mavericks have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Detroit's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. You think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Detroit making a switch here. Lights checked in. Here's De Silva. Here's Holland. And another 3 for Detroit.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Pass to Collins. Dallas moving it around. Irving passes to Mr. Fundamentals. Lobbed up there for Collins. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Man, so impressive. Collins way up for that one.
For Detroit, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Gafford against Wright. Shoots over Gafford. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And that one misses. Detroit making a switch here. Fontecchio's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. To the wing on the left. Collins wide open. He fires. And the three ball is good.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Detroit.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Cade Cunningham.
Oh, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Stewart down low, working on Collins. The tray, and it's Fontecchio missing. And so it's Dallas with it. Takes it inside, out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Now returning on the floor for your Pistons, number 12, Tobias.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Stewart, a screen for Harris. Pass to Fontecchio. Stewart down low. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.